Hello students, welcome to Smart Solution. I am Nikhil and today we will start with Standard 10th History, chapter number 1, The Rise of Nationalism in Europe. Yeah. So this is the chapter number 1, The Rise of Nationalism in Europe. In 1848, Frederic Sorius, a French artist, he prepared a series of four prints visualizing his dream of world made up of a democratic and social republic as he called them. So you can see over here a picture. This was the picture that Frederic Sorius has prepared in 1848. So what this Frederic Sorius has done is he has shown a lot of peoples standing in line, and you can see this line of people, a very huge line, right, across very big region. So this was the painting prepared by Frederick Sorius, and let us try to see what are the thoughts of Frederick Sorius behind preparing this painting. So the first print, that is figure 1, which is shown over here, of the series shows the people of Europe and America, men and women of all age and social classes. So in this picture, what he has done is he had shown people of Europe and America, including both men, women of different ages and of different social classes. So what is happening is they are marching in a long train and offering homage to the Statue of Liberty as they pass by. So you can see over here there is a Statue of Liberty, and all these peoples, when they are walking from the Statue of Liberty. So while walking through the Statue of Liberty, they are paying their homage, that they are bowing and saluting the um, Statue of Liberty in the way of respect. Okay, so as you would now recall, artists of the time of French Revolution personified liberty as a female figure. So you can see from this figure that the poets or even the artists of the era when the French Revolution was started in Europe, not in Europe, in France. So basically, during that time, all the people, those who wanted to depict some information on the Constitution, what they did, they showed female figure as a liberty, right? So the female figure of liberty that originated basically from France. Here you can recognize the torch of enlightenment she bears in one hand and charter of rights of man in another hand. So if you see the Statue of Liberty, in one hand there is a torch of enlightenment, which indicates that uh, now the France society will in general be enlightened due to the upcoming revolution. And in second hand over here you can see there is some charter, that is a book in which some human rights are written. So these will be the new human rights that actually the France will be adopting, and its people will be enjoying the liberty which they will be getting through this republic. So in general we can say that the Statue of Liberty is the statue of peace, of fortune, and a bright future which is coming upon. So on the earth in the foreground of image lies the shattered remains of symbols of absolutist institutions. So over here you can see that there are some broken things thrown away. This seems to be like the crown of some kings, the monarchy that the French government has abolished, and the various other items, right? So in Soria's utopian vision, the people of world are grouped as distinct nations identified through their flags and national costumes. So what this Frederick Sorius has done, he had indicated a lot number of people. Each of them had a flag which indicates the symbol of their nation. Say for example, there were some nations that were formed during this era, but there were a lot of other territories which actually were not the nations but still under the rule of some kingdoms. But it was the dream of Sorius that after some days or as the time passes, the all the kingdoms in a specific region will merge into a nation, and the nations will have identity, which can be indicated with the help of flag and the dress code of the people. And each nation would have its own constitution where people will have right different rights given to them. So leading the procession way past the Statue of Liberty are the United States and Switzerland. So if you see the people, those who are passing through the Statue of Liberty, they belong to United States and Switzerland, which by this time were already states. So what has happened is already the colonies in America or United States, you can say, they were freed and they had already been converted into nations, but still there were some other countries which were not yet nations. They were just the province of some king, right? So kingdom basically were there. So by this, which by this time were already national states. So France, indefinably by the revolutionary tricolor, had just reached the statue, and over here you can see that the French people has just reached the statue walking through. Um, She is followed by the people of Germany. Behind the France are the people of Germany bearing the black, red, and golden flag. So behind Germany there are behind France there are German peoples who has their flag, which is colored as black, red, and golden. So interestingly, at the time when Soros created this image, the German people did not yet exist as a united nation. So when Soros created this image, there was not a single united nation in Germany. Rather, the Germany was divided into different provinces, right? But still, Sorasius dreamt that within a couple of years, due to the revolution or due to the reforms that he saw in the France, he also believed that Germany would also undergo such reform, and there the kingdoms would come together to form some united nation. The flag they carry is an expression of liberty hope in 1848 to unify the numerous German speaking principalities into a national state under a democratic constitution. So this Sorasius has indicated the Germany with the help of a flag, by which he means that all the people of different provinces in Germany will come together. They will form a common nation and they will speak a common language, and together they will enjoy the liberty. So, following the German people are the people of Austria, the kingdom of two, Sicilies, Lombardy, Poland, England, Ireland, Hungary, and Russia. So, these are all the peoples. They are marching towards the Statue of Liberty. From the heavens above, Christ, saints, and angels gaze upon the scene. So, if I again go to the figure, you can see that from the sky we see different Christ, not Nobel, sorry, Christ and other god and goddesses who are looking towards these people. So basically, if you see that the god and goddesses, those who are seeing from the heaven, they are feeling good and they are happy for the people, because all the people now, instead of monarchy, they will be under the rule of republic, that is democracy, and they will be enjoying the democratic powers. They have been used by the artist to symbolize fraternity among the nations of the world. And as you see that all the peoples of different nations are working together, they are, we can say that they are not fighting to each other, but they are now being in close relations, in good relations with each others. So this chapter will deal with many of the issues visualized by Sorius in figure 1. So basically this chapter that we are going to study, it will we will be studying various ideas of Sorius. During the 19th century, nationalism emerged as a force which brought about sweeping changes in the political and mental world of Europe. So during 19th century, there were many reforms that took place across different geographies. So we are also going to study that how France got their independence or democracy basically, and how the wind of democracy also spread in Europe. The end results of these changes was the emergence of national state in place of multinational dynastic empires of Europe. So due to this revolution which spread in Europe, the different kingdoms in the Europe were abolished. People abolished the local rulers and they came together and formed a multinational government, you can say, or multinational nation. The concept and practice of modern state in which a centralized power exercised sovereign control over a clearly defined territory had been developed over a long period of time in Europe. But a nation state was one in which the majority of its citizens and not only its rulers came to develop a sense of common identity and shared history or descent. And when these nation state was formed in the Europe, actually all the peoples of the region, they believed in a single idea, and they also believed in the common thing that whoever has sacrificed their life for this uh, reform. So this commonness was actually the thread that has binded people from different regions, from different kingdoms into a single union. So this commonness did not exist from time immortal, but as you see, when there were kingdoms, this actually did not involve. It was forced through struggle, through the action of leaders and the common people. So if you see during this revolution, different peoples from different groups came together. They exchanged their ideas. They came together. They fought together against various local rulers, and because of this, there developed an immense respect for each other. And this is the point where they shared their common beliefs. So this chapter will look at the diverse processes through which nation states and nationalism came into being in the 19th century Europe. So this is how basically the nationalism took roots in the union, in the context of European nation. So we over here have a question: what is a nation? So Ernst Renan, he was a philosopher. He was a lecturer at the University of Sorbonne in 1882, and he tries to put an idea of what a nation is. So was this a new idea? So absolutely no, this was not a new idea. Many people before Ernst Renan has tried to define the nation, but the definition of nation was quite different, and Ernst Renan tried to give an absolute definition of the nation. So what Ernst Renan thought of nation? So it is like a nation is formed by a common language, race, religion, or territory. So many of the people before Ernst Renan, they tried to define nation as the area in which people speak single language, the single race exists, or the religion or territory. So all these things, they are single. So this was the general belief, but Ernst Renan, he defined nation in some other context. So let us try to understand what Ernst Renan wants to say. A nation is a culmination of a long past of endeavors, sacrifice, and devotion. A heroic past, great men, glory, that is the social capital upon which one bases a national idea. To have common glory in the past, to have a common will in the present, to have performed great deeds together, to wish to perform still more. These are the essential conditions of being a people. A nation is therefore a large scale solidarity. Its existence is a daily plebiscite. A province is its inhabitants. If anyone has the right to be consulted, it is the inhabitant. A nation never has any real interest in annexing or holding on to the country against its will. The existence of nations is good thing, a necessary event. Their existence is guarantee of liberty which would be lost if the world has only one law and only one master. So, the basic idea which Ernst Renan puts forward is that a nation is made by a common thread. The common thread is developed due to the sacrifice of various freedom fighters, various warriors during the revolution. Every nation has some heroic past to which all the countrymen are tied together. There are some great men, the glory, the social capital. See, all these things, this idea which is penetrated into the people of a community, they together make up a nation. So all these people who have performed some common activities in the past, who are currently uh, making some common activity or doing some common activity, and in future also they want that we all the living people in a particular area will perform some good activities in upcoming days. So these thoughts basically they form what is known as a national thought. To wish to perform still more, still do better, these are the essential conditions of being a people. um, So these were the basic ideas which Ernst Renan thought that a common nation should have. Then again, he adds to this that a province or the area in which the people live, the nation, the formation of nation, or the group of you can say people who forms a nation. So they have in common is a liberty, the ideas, the thoughts, the rights. Various different rights are given to the citizens of a nation, and so in a particular nation a particular citizen can live freely. But he also adds that if it is made compulsory throughout the world or throughout the nation that only one particular language is to be spoken, only one particular way of living is to be adopted, then it is an enforcement on the people that it may happen that some people would not like the way in which some forcing is done on them for living. So this cannot be then called as a nation. So he says that the existence of the nation is the guarantee of liberty, so everyone is liberal. And if many additional limitations are forced on the citizens, then this liberty would be lost. He also says that if world had only one law and only one master, so if we say that the world is ruled by only one party and there is only one rule existing for the total people living on the earth, and there is only one master, then we should be saying that there is no liberty. Rather, it will be difficult for all the people to live happily. So he says that every nation should have its own thoughts, ways, culture of living, and that should be respected by other nation. Also, if there is a nation, so nation never wants or nation will never think of attacking some another nation and try to rule over them, right? So these were the basically thoughts put by Ernst Renan. Okay, so this was an introductory chapter. So we'll start with the French Revolution and the idea of nation in next session. Okay, so kindly go through the text, and if you have any difficulties kindly write us in the comments and we'll be happy to reply to all your questions. If you have not subscribed our channel, please do subscribe, and please follow our channel regularly so that you can get updates on the upcoming videos. So have a good day, and thanks for watching the video, and bye bye.